starting your timer. Nearly half of all Americans own dogs. As responsible pet owners, we understand the importance of maintaining their health, but have you ever taken a moment to actually look at their paws? They have nails that grow out and must be trimmed. The frequency in which you trim them depends on several factors. One is the main surface that they lay on. Another is how often are they actually standing, but also the food types that they eat. According to Dr. Jason Nicholas, whenever dogs are standing, if their nails touch the ground, you should trim them. Now, in order for us to get to the trimming portion, we need to understand several factors. One is the actual nail. So the anatomy of the nail is the same regardless of the external color. Once the nail grows out of the toe, you will see a quick runs along the bottom. The quick is actually a blood vessel that when trimming nails you can accidentally cut. If you cut the quick, it will bleed. However, according to Dr. Krista McAllister, what she says is that doing so does not make you a bad owner, it does not traumatize the dog, and it will not let them bleed to death. So one of the other things to do, if the dog is bleeding, you can take a pinch of Quick Stop, which is similar to baking soda, and push it and hold pressure against the nail. This will stop the bleeding. One of the things that is important for a new trimmer is to take the dog and possibly get help in the form of a restraint. If you have an assistant, what they can do, one of the forms is to take a hand and extend the leg by pushing into the joint. When the leg is actually extended, this prevents them from being able to pull back, which can cause further accidents. Another form that you can follow is if you're worried about your dog biting. You can have the helper extend the leg while also holding the head to their chest. Doing so prevents the dog from being able to move around or whip over to bite. Thank you. Whenever we are doing this, it is important to be comfortable and understand what you're doing. Dr. Sophia Bean states in her book that if you're forcing restraint, that can actually traumatize the dog and make the series worse. If the event is getting escalated and the dog is stressed out, you can stop what you're doing, seek professional help by going to a groomer, and then trying again. Lastly, what we need to do is actually trim the nail. We have several tools you can use, and there are also different sizes. In this scenario, we have a small to medium size scissor type cutting tool. There are also guillotines that can slide cut, and there are things called Dremels that can actually file nails. In this scenario, we would take this and you would hold it just below the quick. If you have a dog that has a spotted or black nail, you may not be able to see the quick, so you can guess or flip the nail upside down, and if you trim it, you'll see a gray dot. The closer you trim towards the actual quick, the wider that dot will get. If you're uncomfortable, it's fine leaving the nail a little bit long, as long as when it stands, it again does not touch the floor. Regardless of how or why you are learning to trim nails, it's an important and useful tool. It can make you friends, save you expensive trips to the groomer, but also it helps maintain your pet's health and your sense of mind. At this time, does anyone have any questions? Yes?
What happens if you don't cut the nails at all?
So if you don't cut your dog's nails, what happens is that the nails can push pressure into the actual paw. It can cause arthritis, but also cause deformities when they walk. Yes?
Where can you buy Quick Stop?
You can buy a Quick Stop at PetSmart, Petco, any place. It's basically a powder that you can use to, it's almost like cauterizing, but without burning. Another form you can use probably at your house if you have flour or baking soda, you can actually use that in place of actually buying Quick Stop. It does the same thing. Does anyone have any further questions? All right, thank you.